Alright, hello all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Moon. Last time, we witnessed these three dinguses going at it in the entranceway to the mansion on the Ether Paradise and the Rainbow Rocket episode. And today, I'm just gonna keep watching them because they're funny. We also fought Lysandre, and we didn't do super well against this team of, Pokemon from X and Y. Definitely feel like I could have played that one better. But today we're gonna go and head up the other stairs, and we'll see who awaits us at the end. So my relentless event stops here, does it now? Please tell me this is gonna be a more interesting fight than most of the other Team Rocket grunt fights that I've seen in here so far. Like, the boss fights have been interesting. The regular Team Rocket grunt fights have been, let's say, less so. That's a Fearow. I mean, okay. At least it's not yet another Muck or a Grimer or Weezing or whatever. Let me see. What about... Do I want someone other than Burbrain to fight? Lugvakor, just for the sake of having someone else in this fight, you can use, like, Ice Beam or something. Or Draco Meteor or whatever. Draco Meteor will do more damage than Ice Beam. But I see no reason to waste the power points, and also Draco Meteor's accuracy isn't perfect, which I foresee becoming a problem if you're going to be doing that. You're really dragging this out, aren't you? Okay, fine. Now I really don't want this to miss, because if I have to do it again, you're going to use Fly. Game, why are you doing this? Why is Double Team even a thing? Alright, finally. At a +2 double... God. +2 double team, what's that? 2 out of 5 chance of hitting, 60%?
Hey.
I hate everything. I have never been more glad that toxic damage stacks up turn over turn. Alright, so let's go through this door. And okay, we do have zippy tiles. Let me see. I don't think I've seen one of these puzzles in this game so far. I'm gonna have fun with this one. Alright, so, finally, a battle which wasn't, like, really long, but it also wasn't interesting by the same coin because Haunters... Why don't you have a Gengar? You're level 60-something? Alright, so, let me go and trace this one out. I can almost fit this entire puzzle on... I can fit this entire puzzle on the screen at once, so, if I go... Let's see, I want the one that's, like, kind of in the middle, facing upwards if I want to be able to get to the item, and to get that one, I'm gonna try and trace the route backwards... Okay, so I'm gonna want to take this one. And from here, I can go this way. And grab this. No, not that. I'm gonna go in a circle again. That's also gonna be the way to get to the exit, because I can just go and, like, go that way to get to the exit. But to get to the item... Alright, if I don't hit the wrong button, there we go. So we're gonna take that, and now I'm just gonna go zip over this way. And this is a more elaborate one. I see that I need to get to the, like, to the end. I think if I come in here, that's gonna allow me to get to both of these guys. All right, so grunt first and then item. You need to use the bathroom, but these hours are making that difficult. I'm sure that's a problem that everybody can relate to. Alright, so this is going to be a zinc. All these vitamins in here, and I kind of can't really use many of them because I did sort of load up my team on vitamins probably before the Elite Four the first time around. I'm going to go and drop one of these hyper potions because Bird Brain hasn't taken any major hits, but that time wasted with flying with that Firo in the last battle was kind of taking its toll. Let me see. I need to go... Okay, so if I go here, I will be able to... This actually isn't the hardest teleporter puzzle. Not teleporter puzzle, but, like, zippy tile puzzle. Alright, that's gonna bring us here. I mean, I hope that there's, like... Okay, so here, I can't really see the whole thing at once. So that's gonna... I'm just gonna go this way, and I'm gonna walk upwards, and... Let's see... Okay, actually getting to that item, I'm gonna have to think about that. So... Like, this is gonna go and toss me... Oh, you know what I think I can do? I can just go take this to the end and then come back. That's like a valid strategy, right? Hyper Potion, alright. Been using some of those. It's a completely valid strategy to just... Yeah, alright. So, fake me out there a little bit. Most of the zippy tiles in this room are just like a red herring. I don't know if red herring is the right word, but they're like a distraction. And the actual way forward was really simple. Anyway, all the spinning around must have worn you out. No, I kind of specialize in these puzzles now. Wizarducks is full of stuff like this. I don't know if we've got any teleporter puzzles in, like, the demo yet, but we're working on them. Alright, sorry, had to AFK for a minute. Someone was at the door. 2 battles, because we gotta fight both the door guards. I'm not quite good enough at mental math to be able to figure out the odds of 3 out of 4 paralysis is landing at 25% odds. I'll probably punch into Wolfram Alpha or something.
Hey.
And show the result. Anyway, so that is the team that we're going to go into this fight with. This is Cyrus. Okay, no Getsus. I was kind of hoping to see Getsus, because I don't think I've seen a 3D representation of him. I guess I haven't. I have seen a 3D representation of Cyrus in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but anyway, so we're gonna go and fight this guy. I don't know if you're gonna have what legendary Pokemon you're gonna have, be that Giratina or Dialga or Palkia. Is this world a new world? I mean, like, in the sense that it's newer than the original games that you were in, I guess. But I have no idea what you're asking. This is not a well-formed question. All right. I can sense a strong desire in you to protect something. You have a powerful spirit. That must mean this isn't the world I desired. I use the power of the Pokemon that control time and space to create a perfect world where the human spirit does not exist. That was when a great shadow appeared and engulfed me and brought me to this world. Or Giratina was having a mood, I guess. Is that a Pokedex? May I have a look? Well, this is different. Interesting. In this world, even a Pokedex is... Alright, you be quiet. Get back in the bag. I see. So you have a spirit as well. But it's too late. All too late. I can't stop now. I must remove the weak, incomplete human spirit from this world to bring it to perfection. Alright, so you're doing this thing that you're weirdly obsessed with. How foolish. Alright, can we stop the talking and get to the fighting? I want to get to the fighting. So, we are going to go and fight Cyrus. I'm curious to see what you're going to have. Is this going to be... Lysandre didn't have all Kalos Pokemon. You're going to lead with a Houndoom. Alright, so you're not going to have all, Sinnoh Pokemon either. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna go and toss a Stealth Rock out. You're gonna use Fire Blast. That is okay because I have Sturdy. No burn, no burn. Alright, so... I mean, I didn't think I was gonna really stay in for very long, any longer than necessary against a Fire type, but... boy, did that HP bar go down fast. So let's go... Log Core, I think, is probably best equipped to handle you. We're gonna go switch in, take a Fire Blast. I don't even know how much damage this is gonna do. Alright, that did 30 damage, which is, like, really probably about 20 more damage than I thought it was gonna do since I quad resist it. Alright, so Dark Pulse is going to do a lot of damage on a critical hit. I hope that Scald is gonna go and... I don't like this. Alright, so I have a priority move. I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna have Houndoom sit in to fight any more of my Pokemon than I need them to. You're gonna go and use Dark Pulse again. That's not gonna do much. Again, multi-scale. I wonder... Alright, fine, I'll use the Dragon Dance. I wonder, like, exactly how much damage Houndoom can do to me. It doesn't appear that it's much. Another critical hit. That was just unnecessary. Alright, so we're gonna go and Extreme Speed you. And Extreme Speed is going to be enough to take down Houndoom because you don't have... I noticed you didn't heal, by the way. A lot of the other bosses would heal there. You didn't for some reason. So Weavile is coming in. I don't know if Weavile is going to have Ice Shard. And I don't really want to use a normal priority move to find out. So I'm going to go and use Extreme Speed again. Alright, so +1 Extreme Speed. Weavile's defenses aren't very good, and that is enough to take you down. Very good. Strewn Bakro is going to not quite grow to level 65. Alright, so Honchkrow is going to take rocks damage. Honchkrow is also going to take outrage damage. Didn't I already see you in, like, Lysandre's fight? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure he had a Honchkrow also. Anyway, now I'm going to grow to level 64, and Crobat is coming on in. So Crobat is... also not a Sinnoh Pokemon. Weavile and Honchkrow were. You are still faster than me, even at +1. That's an unfortunate turn of events, but I guess my run of luck had to come to an end eventually. What do I want to do? Should I just bring in Pico and see how much damage Pico can do with Flare Blitz? I kind of want to. Alright, Pico, let's see how much damage you can do with Flare Blitz. Cross Poison probably isn't going to do a lot. I know Crobat usually tends to be more defensive than I expect it to be, so if we do, like, a little more than half, alright. That's unfortunately about what I was expecting. Cross Poison again, that's going to not quite take me down, and we are going to... I don't think that Flare Blitz Recoil is going to take me down either. So I should at least be able to get experience from this fight. Yes, okay, so I survived that with 8 HP, and Palkia is going to be your dragon of choice. Okay, so you're only weak to Dragon and Fairy? This could be an issue. So... the Dragon Monotype is going to present a bit of a problem here. I think... you're level 67. I'm going to bring in Lokvakor and see if he can swallow a... whatever you're going to do. If it was a Surf, he definitely would have been able to swallow that. But yeah, a neutral hit, Surf on a Flygon is enough to take the Flygon down. I probably should have just, like, stayed in there, to be honest. Let me see. So, I've got a couple of choices for who to revive. I could poison you again. Like, I could heal up to full and poison you again, but I'm wondering if I should... I don't know how many actual fights are going to remain after this. I don't know if it's worth putting the experience all back on. But I do think Lokvakor is my best choice there. Thunderbolt. So, it's probably Surf, Thunderbolt, probably like Spatial Rend, because that's your signature. Oh, right, that didn't heal you up to full health. Alright, well, balls to the wall, I guess. Let's go and use Draco Meteor. Spatial Rend. Okay, so that I am not surviving. This is... it's definitely better that I'm fighting Palkia instead of Dialga, because I can poison you if I need to, and I think poisoning you is what I'm going to attempt to do here. Yeah, I've still got 5 max revives. I don't really have too many plans on what I want to use them for, so Bird Brain! I wonder if Fusroda has enough health to tank a Spatial Rend. Probably not, right? As long as I can get a Toxic down, you're going to use Thunderbolt, that's going to bring me down to 30. As long as I can get a Toxic down, there's now a time limit on the battle. And I can stall with revives if I really want to. I can stall with, like, max potions if I really want to. I might just do that. How many max potions do I have? I have 12 max potions. This fight's going to be over in, I think, 7 turns. Alright, the Stealth Rocks meant that this fight was over 1 turn sooner than it might have been otherwise. Okay, wow. So, something I was thinking about during that stalling sequence is that, like, Groudon and Kyogre have the same base stat total as Dialga and Palkia at 680, but Dialga and Palkia just feel that much scarier. Probably because of the types, maybe because of the stat distributions, like, Groudon and Kyogre aren't super fast. I don't think Dialga and Palkia are that super fast either, come to think of it, but, like, being Water Dragon versus just being Water and having access to, like, Spatial Rend, Palkia really does feel a lot scarier. Anyway, why are you able to create such strong bonds with your Pokemon? And how are you able to turn those bonds into strength? Don't you get it? Drago is kind to all Pokemon. I can't wait to hear how that sounds coming through the noise gate on my microphone. I see. You need not worry, Rotom. I will not do anything to this world. I believe I shall return to the perfect world I created. But before I do that, take this key. Galactic Key. Am I going to need that to, like, open the lock in the teleporter in the mirror room or whatever? That should open the mirror door. Okay. Was there anything I was supposed to do in Lysandra's room? Also, I don't really remember. So, I'm gonna go and do that. We are going to go and insert the Galactic Key. And that is going to activate that teleporter by the mirror. And I'm definitely going to need Lily to go and heal my Pokemon. The Galactic Key broke. Not made of very sturdy stuff, is it? Was there anything else I had to do in Lysandre's room? I hope there wasn't. But let's see. Lily is over here. The hidden door. Okay, so that's great. I saw that, but I need you to heal me. Okay, thank you. And should I go now? I don't know how much more of this is going to be beyond this. This wasn't the longest video because the zippy tile puzzles, as I like to call them, wasn't super long. I think I am going to go and throw the experience all on again, because I do feel like I was falling behind a little bit there. And also, training Burbrain manually is not all that much fun, so I'm going to switch out Local Core. Actually, is that a wise idea? I don't know if I'm going to be fighting another boss, like, soon. If I can see that I'm not going to fight another boss imminently, I'll switch Local Core out front. If not, we're going to go with Burbrain. Getsus! Okay, we are going to be seeing Getsus then. Nice. What do we have here? I came out wondering what the commotion is, only to find that the door to the castle on the door to the center of the castle ajar and intruders running wild. It seems that those team leaders from other worlds are not nearly as useful as I'd hoped. Alright. You're not my mom. Mother, you say? I see you're the daughter of the president. My name is Getsus. I'm representing Team Plasma. I too was summoned from another world, much like the other leaders you defeated. So now we're kind of just we're leaning into the whole thing. We're not pretending to have any confusion about what happened and whatnot, but alright, blissfully asleep and daydreaming. Lily, don't do anything stupid. Please get out of my way. Unfortunately, I cannot let you go beyond this point. You must be this tall to ride. You see, I have been thinking long and hard about the reason I have been sent to this world, and now, I believe I finally have the answer. My purpose is to travel between the worlds, freeing all Pokemon from foolish people. At the same time, consolidate all power in all worlds to myself. In order to achieve this beautiful ideal, however, I have need of a useful pawn. I wonder if you would have said truth in Ultra Sun. And that man, leader of Team Rocket, is a man of pure evil. If I can make good use of him and set him up as a king, I shall be able to reign supreme above all existence. I have found that humans with their predictable ambitions are easier to use and control than the freak without a human heart. It wouldn't do at all to have you get in the way, especially when I must establish him as my king. Alright, so are we going to fight Getsus, or are we going to fight Giovanni, or are we going to fight both? Alright, so we're going to fight Getsus. Let's see, are we going to see Giovanni anywhere in here? Because we haven't actually fought him yet, have we? Alright, so let's see. You actually might have a Hydreigon at this point, which is like the appropriate level for a Hydreigon. Because Hydreigon evolves at like level 65, which is absolutely insane. But it's, what was it, level 54 in black and white? But we're gonna go and toss out the Stealth Rocks. And you're gonna try and burn me. And I kind of saw that coming, but I did want the rocks more than I wanted not to be burned. I think I am also going to go and poison you while we're here, because trying to deal with the Cofagrigus might take a while, because this thing is nonsensically defensive. And it's also got just a decent defensive type anyway. So we're going to go and poison you. You're going to use Shadow Ball, which is going to be a neutral hit. Probably not going to do that much, because Cofagrigus' special attack isn't anything to write home about. I'm going to go switch into Pico now. Pico resists Shadow Ball, it has a dark type move, and can't be burned. So you're like the ideal counter to a Cofagrigus. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to use Shadow Ball again. That's not going to do very much. This is also going to get the Amulet coin on the field, and it's going to mean that I get to steal twice as much lunch money from Getsus as I would have otherwise. Let's see. Darkest Lariat. I don't know what else Cofagrigus has that it can really do to a Torracat. That was a lot of damage. That's the Mummy ability, which honestly probably is more useful than Blaze. I can possibly use it to, like, nullify the abilities of other Pokemon. Yeah, you really can't do anything to me here. Alright. So, just in case I need it, I'm gonna go and just swallow another... Oh, you know what? Are you gonna heal? You might heal. Okay, so you're gonna withdraw. Hydreigon is coming in. Okay, I thought about using U-turn. I should have used U-turn. I sense a Surf incoming. You are level 66. Hmm. So, this music, I'm liking this music. Birdbrain might be the one who's best equipped to handle you. Alright, so I think I'm gonna unfortunately have to sack off Pico, and I'm gonna use a full restore on Birdbrain, just in case. I don't know which legendary Pokemon you're gonna have. So we saw Palkia, we saw Yveltal. Those are both like the red mascots. So it's probably gonna be. Is it gonna be the red mascot or the one who came from Pokemon White? Like, the way that we do the version mascots in these games are confusing sometimes. Like, Reshiram is red, but it came from Pokemon Black. Zekrom is like more vaguely bluish, but it came from Pokemon White. I don't know. I could see the argument going either way. Let me see. How about Fusroda? I don't really feel like doing the Dragonite thing again. So how about let's go. I can probably take a Dragon Pulse. Do I want to try a Dragon Dance? I mean, kind of. I should be able to survive a Dragon Pulse. 2 HP. Alright, that's great. So, you know, I'm kind of surprised Dragon Pulse wasn't nullified by the bulletproof ability. Pulse moves often are. Anyway, close combat. So I am now faster than a level 66 Hydreigon. That is going to take down the level 66 Hydreigon. My defenses, I mean, like, I have 2 HP. I don't think my defenses are a top priority right now. Bofalant is coming on in. Okay, so Bofalant is also going to be weak to close combat. I don't think Bofalant has a priority move, so Bofalant is going to go down. That's not going to be a question. I like that thing's 3D model. I like the the roughness on its afro. Bisharp. I don't think Bisharp has a priority move either, so I think we're just going to go use another close combat on Bisharp. This is going better than I thought it was going to. Alright, so, way to go. Fusroda, just show gets us your unrelenting force playing into that nickname. I am not even gonna have to fight you because the rocks are gonna take down Cofagrigus. And is that was that 4? Are we down to your last Pokemon? The rest of my team is gaining experience, and Reshiram is coming on in. So it is the visually red version mascot there. Turbo Blaze, am I going to be faster? You know, let's do this the proper way. Am I going to be faster than a Reshiram at plus one speed? I am. Okay, so this turned into a bit of a Fusroda sweep. This definitely went better than the last fight, I have to say. Alright, goodbye, Reshiram. So, you are gonna go down. And that's it for Gets's team. Lokvakor is going to gain a level. Nobody else gained a level. Kind of surprised after all the experience points that would have been had in this fight. Nobody else gained a level. Anyway, I created Team Plasma with my own hands. I'm absolutely perfect. I am perfection. Yes, I remember that line. That line was memed on hard when Black and White 1 first came out. I'm the perfect leader of a perfect world. You lost. Now step aside, please. This can't be possible. I will not accept this. Gets to use tackle. Lily's defenses weren't that high, apparently. Alright. You, tiny intruder. If you value this girl's life, then throw aside your Pokeballs at this moment. Alright, so that's... what, like the 4th death threat that we've seen in this game? Like the 4th direct death threat that we've seen in this game? This game is not going easy on the death threats. Anyway, yeah, my Pokeballs are shaking with rage. Alright, so how about we don't and say we did? I mean, I still have like 5 of my 6 Pokemon still standing. I don't know, like, I could just go and use Devastating Drake on your sorry face and this will be over fairly quickly. Oh, it's Colress. Alright. Has he learned how to apparate? He's just kind of teleporting around the room. Miss Lily, it is good to see you again. We ran into each other at their lab, perhaps you recall. Okay, this is not a twist I foresaw. Wike has sent word that you may need assistance. No, I don't. I mean, against Palkia, I kinda did, but against everybody else, no, I don't. Alright. Invisibility device. It seems that Getsus has caused you quite some trouble, although it appears that this Getsus from a different world is, it appears that... Okay, so it's not the same Getsus. Yeah, parallel worlds and whatnot. The colorist of this world, but you should have no reason to meddle with my plans. Oh, please, I simply despise you, Getsus. Like the opposite of desiring you. What? My body is being pulled. No! Okay, I can't be... I'm trying to read this, like, dramatically, and I'm just not doing it because I'm also kind of laughing because this whole thing is ridiculous, and I love it. It seems that the repeated use is not a problem, even with the prototype. I should have known Colress machine number 1102 would work. What did you do to that man? It simply adjusted his dimensional channel, if you will, and sent him back to his original world, but Getsus is a man with power to match his ambition. He is not someone to be taken lightly. I can only hope that this taste of defeat will keep that Getsus out of trouble in this world. Alright. By turning the Ether Paradise back to its original form, with all the different worlds mixing together, that won't be easy even for me. There is tremendous power of evil at the center of the castle. If we can remove that man's twisted desires, the Colress machine should be able to revert everything back to normal. Team Rocket's boss. Yeah, so can we just go and fight him now? I would like to study this castle, however, so I will leave the rest to you. So... I kind of need healing. Not really that badly. That wasn't the worst fight. These setup sweeps are very nice sometimes, aren't they, when they go off without a problem. But we're going to go step on that teleporter next time. Until then, this has been Pokemon Ultra Moon, episode Rainbow Rocket. You should all go check out Wizarducks and the Lost Hat, which is one of the games that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Link to the Steam page can be found down below. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later.